Did you know that roughly 88% of all buyers or sellers originated from just 3 lead sources? And it wasn't from a website, it wasn't from cold calling, prospecting, or buying some sort of expensive lead source either. But it is something that literally anybody can do regardless of how long they've been in the business. And I know it sounds crazy because everybody's trying to tell real estate agents that they need to do some types of these prospecting activities to generate more business. But the truth is that a lot of those strategies, they're old, they're outdated, and they just burn you out. And your next closing is probably right on either one of your social media accounts or right in front of you. You see, 88% of business is going to come from people who are referred to you, you personally met, or they used you in the past, which really makes real estate like one big, large popularity contest. But in order to remain popular, you got to stay on top of mind. And the one way that you do that effectively is through video marketing. And when you start creating videos consistently, then putting them in front of the right people, well, you're just going to become a whole lot more popular. And the best thing about this is that you don't even necessarily have to talk about real estate or be forced to do anything you don't want to. This is something I absolutely love talking about and what I'm going to share with you on this video. Hi, I'm Mike Cuevas, the Real Estate Marketing Dude. And over the last 3 years, we've scripted, edited, and distributed thousands of videos for people within the real estate industry all throughout the country. See, the number one thing that I couldn't stand being a real estate agent was the prospecting part. Picking up the phone, calling, cold calling people, it just felt a little bit sleazy, and honestly, it was just something I would never be able to do. But I've also known that's how most people feel as well. And just because I didn't like prospecting didn't mean I wasn't cut out for real estate. I just had to learn a different way to go out and find business. And back in 2012, when we started using video, we ended up finding and sort of accidentally discovering a process that works with every single person that we tried it with. You see, as long as you take your videos, you put them in front of the right people, and you do it consistently, almost every single agent that we've tried it with, and even the mortgage brokers, started attracting more business because they became more popular. So before you tune me out and start to say, oh, video, no, that's not for me. I have a face made for radio, or I'm too ugly, I'm boring. Who's gonna watch my videos? Better yet, how does the process even start? I can only tell you that those are nothing more than excuses because every single person we've ever done this with has said the same thing once they started. But what I can tell you is that every single one of those people do have a video strategy because your video strategy just needs to be dialed in the right way. So what I want to do is show you the 3 things that are going to be required to make this work and start creating videos consistently so that you can start attracting business. The very first thing that you need for your video strategy is you got to start creating videos that you're excited about. Because the key to using video is doing it long term over time and doing it consistently. That's how you allow no one to forget about you. But what type of videos would make you excited is going to be different. Take Chris Young here, for example. Chris didn't know what he was going to create videos on, but he did know that he just needed to create videos. So what we had to do for Chris is we created him a strategy that will give him an endless amount of content to talk about. We created a show that we now call it Serving San Diego. Now, the reason why we created Serving San Diego is because Chris focuses strictly on the military. And when you're creating content, you want to speak directly to your audience so that you can start attracting people that are just like you. Now, in Chris's case, he's going to do a wide variety of topics, but because he focuses on military and military relocation in or around the Southern California market, Chris might be doing business owner interviews, but guess what? They're veteran-owned businesses. Chris might go out and do a neighborhood tour, but Chris is going to do neighborhood tours, not any neighborhood tour, he's going to do a neighborhood near base. And basically every single time Chris creates content, when he's doing it as a military-friendly type of agent. Now, it's because of this, though, that Chris will never run out of things to say, because when you're creating content, it is so important that you create content that enhances your brand, not just to go ahead and check a box because your coach told you to. Now, the second thing you're gonna need to know when you're doing video and you're doing it consistently is you gotta figure out what you don't want to do yourself. So for example, can you edit your own videos? Me personally, I have someone editing this video right here. And editing videos, for example, is not a money-making activity. In addition to that, you also want to make sure that you have all the components and figure out what your strengths are versus your weaknesses, and then you can determine what parts of video that you need to outsource. Now, some of the most common parts that you may want to outsource are obviously going to be like the editing part. You could hire someone locally to shoot it for you. But ultimately, what it really comes down to is not so much of the technical side, but having the right scripts and the right strategy, because once you have that, the whole how-to becomes a whole lot easier. The point is that you need to make sure you hire people and outsource all the stuff that is going to either get in your way or stop you from getting on video in the first place. Now, the third and final thing that you need to do for video is figure out how you're going to distribute them. We don't want to go ahead and create videos and just have them die in the news feed within 24 hours, and then guess what? Nobody sees them again. What you want to do is properly distribute your video so that you get the most amount of eyeballs and exposure on it. And when you do that, there has to be a system set up. So things such as, are you going to take the videos and run Facebook ads to them? And if so, how are you going to do it? And who are you going to put the ads in front of? 2, are you going to be sending out these videos to like maybe you have a video email system like a BombBomb per se, which is a really good idea. How are you going to be posting these videos on social media? And are you going to be taking these videos, putting them to your YouTube channel? Are you going to be putting them on your website? Maybe you could be writing a blog post with these videos. You see, the biggest mistake I see a lot of people make when they're creating content is they'll shoot the video, but then when it comes to the distribution part, they do that at like 50%. And what ends up happening is that they just don't get as many views and the video dies. And guess what? In a few days, everyone forgets you shot the video. If you're hesitant about getting started on video, totally normal. You're human, and that's just about how everybody was. I was too. But ultimately what it comes down to is just the wherewithal of knowing how it all works and where to get started. And that's exactly why we put together this 2-part training course that'll give you the who, the what, the when, the where of doing that with video. So what we put together is an advanced training on video marketing that's broken down into 2 separate distinct courses. And in the first course, what you're gonna learn is how to dial in the right video strategy for you. Without first figuring out what your video strategy is, it's very difficult to be motivated to do videos over time and long term. But in addition to that, we're not just going to show you how to find out what type of videos to do, but in course 2, we're also going to show you how to distribute them. You see, creating content's half the battle, but if nobody sees your videos, there really is no point. And taking your content to sites like YouTube and getting them to optimize and rank and putting your videos on your website and even running ads to the videos you're creating all lead to business, and that's what I want to show you. But I already know what you're thinking. You might be thinking, what am I really going to learn how to do video in this course? Well, I don't want you to hear it from me. I want you to hear it from a couple people who have taken the same training.
It was a piece of cake. You made it really simple and really easy and really helpful.
You want to do videos that make you really special, call Mike.
Mike and his team know what they're doing. They get my videos seen. They can't help me come up with content. That's really made a difference in my business.
It's not only, the branding play, but also the leads that you can get from putting out great video content.
Get in touch with them. They'll put a strategy together that fits your kind of like your jive, your personality, and that type of thing.
They want to see your humor, they want to see your personality, they want to see your fun side, and they want to get to know you. Then Mike is definitely the one with his team to make that happen.
There's nobody like him. You want to do videos that make you really special, call Mike.
The best, the marketing dude. I recommend them. My cousin uses them, Tom Monahan uses them, and I use them now.
He's going to pour into you, your team, and your business.
They do a fantastic job.
Definitely recommend the dudes.
They're awesome. You know you should do videos. You want to do videos.
Thank you as always for being so awesome and so great and so good.
So if you're interested in getting started now, take the training. People who are good at video learn how to do video, and that's exactly what this course is going to do for you. And on top of it, we even included a couple of the bonus webinars that we left just for our webinars, but you'll see that in the members area. So go ahead and follow the instructions directly below this video or click the link on this page and get signed up now, and I'll see you in the members area in just a bit.